Ever wondered what really happens behind the scenes when you apply for a loan or a credit card? You fill out the forms, provide your information, and then silence. What are banks actually doing with all that data? A big piece of that puzzle involves your credit reports. And that leads us to a crucial question. Do banks check Experian or Equifax? Or maybe both? It's a common misconception that there's just one big credit score out there. In reality, there are several credit bureaus, and Experian and Equifax are two of the largest and most well-known. These bureaus act as repositories of your credit history, tracking things like your payment history, outstanding debts, and the length of your credit accounts. Banks and other lenders rely heavily on the information these bureaus provide to assess your creditworthiness, essentially, how likely you are to repay what you borrow. So, back to our initial question. The short answer is, it depends. There's no universal rule that dictates whether a bank will pull your credit report from Experian, Equifax, or both. Different financial institutions have their own preferred bureaus and internal policies. Some might consistently use one over the other, while others might pull reports from multiple bureaus, especially when dealing with larger loans like mortgages. Why would a bank check more than one bureau? Well, the information held by Experian and Equifax, while largely similar, isn't always identical. There might be slight variations in the reporting of certain accounts or the timing of updates. By checking multiple reports, a lender can get a more comprehensive picture of your credit history, reducing the risk of relying on potentially incomplete or slightly skewed data from a single source. Furthermore, some lenders might use different bureaus for different types of credit products. For instance, they might check Experian for credit card applications and Equifax for auto loans. This could be due to established relationships with specific bureaus or because one bureau might have more robust data in a particular area. As a consumer, what does this mean for you? Firstly, it highlights the importance of maintaining a good credit history across all bureaus. Don't just focus on one. Regularly checking your credit reports from Experian, Equifax, and the third major bureau, TransUnion, is crucial. You can do this for free once a year through annualcreditreport.com. This allows you to identify and correct any errors that could negatively impact your credit score, regardless of which bureau a lender happens to check. Secondly, understanding that banks might check different bureaus can explain why your credit score might vary slightly across different platforms or when pulled by different lenders. These variations aren't necessarily a cause for alarm, but rather a reflection of the slightly different data held by each bureau and the scoring models they use. Ultimately, while you, as the applicant, don't get to choose which bureau a bank checks, being proactive about understanding and managing your credit across all major bureaus puts you in a stronger position. It ensures that lenders have an accurate and positive view of your creditworthiness, no matter which report they happen to pull. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.